We have mapped the surface of Mars better than we have mapped our own ocean floor. We tend to think of the deep ocean as a void, a monolithic, empty bathtub. But it is not empty. It is a structured, dynamic theater defined by crushing physics and violent geology. From the molecular folding of proteins to the movement of tectonic plates, the deep sea is a place of paradoxes. Today, we are descending through the great hydrological layers. We will pass the limit where fish can physically exist, witness the sexual parasitism of the anglerfish, and discover why the bottom of the ocean might be the key to finding life on Jupiter. To understand the biology, we must understand the architecture. The ocean is divided into 5 biophysical zones. As we descend, hydrostatic pressure increases linearly, about 1 atmosphere for every 10 meters. At the very bottom, between 6,000 and 11,000 meters, lie the Hadal Trenches. These aren't just holes. They are the active scars of planetary recycling. This is where the oceanic lithosphere collides with continental plates, driving crust into the mantle. The geometry here is asymmetric, a steep inner wall and a gentle outer slope. This creates a depot center, a geological funnel that concentrates sinking organic matter, turning these trenches into nutrient-rich axes in an otherwise starving abyss. But it's dangerous real estate. These are Wadati-Benioff zones, prone to earthquakes and landslides that can bury entire ecosystems in an instant. We enter the Mesopelagic, the twilight zone. Here, transparency is the ultimate camouflage. Creatures like the hyper-eyid amphipod, Cystosoma, have evolved to match the refractive index of seawater, rendering them invisible. Others, like the hatchetfish, use counter-illumination. They possess photophores on their bellies that emit light matching the intensity and color of the sunlight filtering down from above, obliterating their silhouette to predators swimming below. This zone is home to the largest migration on Earth. Every night, millions of tons of biomass, lanternfish, krill, siphonophores, swim to the surface to feed. They are the engine of the biological carbon pump, actively transporting carbon downward. Below 1,000 meters, the sun is gone. We are in the Bathypelagic. Here, communication happens through light. The anglerfish uses a lure, or esca, populated by symbiotic bacteria. But the anglerfish has a darker secret: its love life. Finding a mate here is nearly impossible. So, when a dwarf male finds a female, he bites her and never lets go. This is sexual parasitism. His tissues and circulatory system fuse with hers. He becomes nothing more than a sperm-producing appendage. Biologically, this shouldn't work. Tissue fusion usually triggers massive immune rejection. But genomic analysis reveals these anglerfish have deleted critical components of their immune system. They sacrificed their immunity for romance. As we go deeper, pressure becomes a thermodynamic weapon. At 4,000 meters, pressure forces water molecules into protein interiors, causing them to unravel. To survive, life needs chemical chaperones. Deep sea animals accumulate a molecule called TMAO. It hardens the water structure around proteins, forcing them to stay folded. The deeper a fish lives, the more TMAO it needs. But there is a limit. At around 8,200 meters, the concentration of TMAO required to fight the pressure would make the fish's cells hyperosmotic. They would swell and burst. This is the isosmotic limit. It is why you will never find a fish at the very bottom of the Mariana Trench. That realm belongs to the Hadal amphipods, who use different osmolytes to survive. The deep is also a place of extreme longevity. In the cold depths, metabolic rates slow to a crawl. The Greenland shark grows less than 1 centimeter a year. It doesn't reach sexual maturity until it is 150 years old and can live to be 400. We also see abyssal gigantism, driven by metabolic efficiency and the low temperatures. Invertebrates like isopods and amphipods grow to massive sizes to survive the scarcity of food. They rely on marine snow, detritus falling from above. Interestingly, the most efficient food delivery service is poop, sinking at hundreds of meters per day. High pressure actually inhibits the bacteria that would decompose them, preserving this carbon for the bottom feeders. But not all life waits for food to fall. At hydrothermal vents, life is fueled by the Earth itself. We see black smokers spewing iron and white smokers driven by serpentinization. Here, organisms don't use photosynthesis. They use chemosynthesis. This is why NASA is interested. The chemical reactions at these vents are the primary candidates for metabolic pathways on the icy moons of Jupiter and Saturn. The deep sea is our best analog for alien life. But this remote wilderness is no longer pristine. We have entered the Anthropocene of the abyss. In the Challenger Deep, at 10,890 meters, researchers have found synthetic fibers in the guts of amphipods. Pollution sinks. Furthermore, the deadly trio is looming: pollution, deoxygenation, and now industrial extraction. The Clarion-Clipperton Zone is targeted for deep-sea mining to harvest polymetallic nodules for batteries. The sediment plumes from this mining could smother ecosystems we haven't even named yet. Exploring these depths requires technology that rivals spaceflight. We use vehicles like Nereus and isobaric samplers that keep animals under pressure so they don't explode on the way up. The deep ocean is the planetary archive of life's limits. It tells us how life adapts to the impossible. As we stand on the precipice of industrializing the abyss, we have to ask ourselves, are we ready to destroy a world we are only just beginning to understand?